Just come for a little walk after work, having a walk along the bank, walking along the bank, and look who's there. What are you doing here?
You alright?
Yeah, what are you up to?
We're a bit of low fishing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
For pike?
Yeah.
Oh.
River's a bit up, but you know, you never know. Got to chance your arm, haven't you?
So pike fishing in summer then?
Yeah.
Should we talk about this?
Do you think we need to?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
I think it needs covering, doesn't it?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let me have another couple of casts,
Go on then.
because I've seen some up top just down there. So I'll have a go. If I don't get it, I'll sit down and have a natter, because it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got some questions for me,
Yeah.
because you know a bit about it as well, don't you?
Yeah.
And I've been an angler since I was 8 years old, and I'm nearly 54 now. So I've got a few years experience behind me. You know, fishing for loads of different fish. We all started off like catching gudgeon and little roach and perch on canal, and then you progress into like your specimen type of fishing. And I just had a fixation with pike. And there's a white egret there, look.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. White egret, you don't see many of them.
No, not up north.
But it's nature.
It is.
And that's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
How nature survives.
Yeah.
So I had a fixation with pike, and it's followed me for years. I love them to pieces, I really do. Old Esox, you know, the way that they hunt, the way that they survive, you know, they eke out an existence in this river, and there's not a lot for them to eat. You know, I think a lot of the bigger ones are eating the crayfish. So,
Which is a good thing.
yeah, it is, yeah. But it's a balance, it
Yeah.
gets a balance.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of arguments about this on social media, and I want to sort of put my side of it out there, so that, you know, people, we can have comments on it, but we don't want anything, you know, any nasty aggressive comments.
No, let's keep it.
Feel free to comment.
Yeah.
And put your view across about what you think, because that's what this is about.
Yeah.
It's about a healthy debate
Yeah.
about summer pike fishing.
Yeah. Let's have a good discussion about it.
Yeah,
And at
not
the
an
end of the
argument.
day, we may agree not to agree.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
that's fine. That's life.
We're not here to tell you what to do.
No.
It's up to you what you want to do.
Yeah.
To
You're
make
just-
your best judgment
Yeah.
of what you want to do.
Yeah. So you're
So-
just giving your view of
Yeah, it's it.
what you do.
It's my knowledge
Yeah.
of fishing for pike for years.
Yeah.
So you fire away with these questions.
So some people that would class themselves as traditionalist pike fishermen
Yeah.
would say there's a pike season that runs from October to March.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's fine. You know, I mean, those are your predominantly colder months a year in UK. So, you know, I think that it's a good thing, is that, but it sort of classes more what I think as like your traditional, you know, season for pike fishing.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're dead baiting for them, aren't you, and live baiting and low fishing. You know, and they do go back better in colder water, you know. So yeah, October to March.
Yeah.
That's what a traditionalist would call a pike season.
Yeah. So you fish all year round.
Yeah.
When would you not fish?
What, for anything or
Start with pike.
for pike?
Yeah.
Right. What I'd say is that you know, I've come down here today and I'm fishing with an heavy lure setup. So I'd bang a lure, you know, a 40 to 130 gram jerk bait rod, heavy braid, and even though it looks nice, it's not exactly warm, is it?
No.
You know, it's probably about 14 degrees, something like that. And as you can see, river's got a bit of water in it, so it's had a good flush through, bit of oxygen, and I'd say that those conditions are all right for lure fishing. I wouldn't deadbait for them. That's a no-no for me.
So this appears to be not about seasons or months, this appears to be about temperature.
Yeah.
So air temperature, which then affects water temperature.
Yeah, but it's not just that, it's the water quality as well,
Yeah.
you know. So if this river were low and it were 14 degrees, I'd be like, I don't know, because it's dissolved oxygen. So if the river's really low, it's not had a good flush of rainwater coming through it, you know, to freshen things up.
Yeah.
So
talk to me about temperatures.
temperatures.
So what sort of air temperature would you go, I'm not going to pike fish any method whatsoever?
Well, if I looked at my thermometer and it were 18 degrees or above, I wouldn't get the lure rod out.
Right.
But having said that, you know, some of us viewers will live in Scotland, you know, in Sweden maybe, in Holland.
Yeah.
And you know, some of their waters you're fishing, you know, deep, cold, deep locks, you know.
Yeah.
So even if it's 18 degrees here and a low river, I probably won't fish it. But if it were 18 degrees in Scotland, they'd be in shorts, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
T-shirts.
Thinking they had a heat wave.
Yeah. But you see, it's all about, you know, waters. So, you know, deep lakes in Lake District, your big reservoirs, they don't warm up.
Yeah.
You know, your big locks in Scotland, they don't warm up. So you can lure fish when it's 18 degrees up there, them places.
Yeah.
But a low river, excuse me, a low river, 18 degrees for me, and this is just my view, I can't try to tell you what to do, but to me it's too warm.
Yeah.
So I'd leave them alone.
Yeah.
There's other fish to fish for.
Yeah.
You know, we've just done a Bible video that were, you know, it's gone down well. A lot of people have watched it. It's had a good following. So I think we're going to have another go at that, aren't we?
Definitely.
We enjoyed it.
Loved it.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, other species you can fish for.
Yeah. So, talk quickly about other species. Last year, we had a summer, unlike this year where it doesn't seem
It
to be
was
happening.
40 degrees.
40 degrees in Yorkshire.
To me, I put rods away
Yeah.
because I heard all sorts of rumours of, you know, fishing waters that were struggling, let alone catching them, and they're fighting you, and then putting them back and they're struggling.
Yeah.
So it's like I say, I can't emphasise enough that these are my views, and I think you share them, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, that it's the welfare of the fish. You know, if we all went out and hammered a load of pike out when it's 40 degrees and then they go belly up, then we haven't got any pike to fish for in winter, have we?
Absolutely.
And you're breaking the life cycle. Even if you're catching jacks, them jacks are going to mate with the females, and then, you know, it continues, doesn't it?
They're the fish of the future, aren't they? So everything you can do to protect them at that stage is going to help them later on, isn't it? Dead baiting.
Right.
So us, we go, first frost, let's get the dead baits out.
Yeah.
What sort of temperatures are you looking at for dead baiting?
Good question, says that though. I'd say when it's getting towards back end of autumn, so you're coming up to that traditional pike season.
Yeah.
If it were 8 or 10 degrees, sir, you know, and it were, say if it were, I don't know, back end of September, so it's not October, but it's 5 degrees, I'd get a dead bait rod out and have a go for them, because it's cold enough, is that?
So a lot of this...
And it's only a matter of days until it's like the 1st of October.
I was about to say, this isn't about what month it is, because we seem to have a changing environment, don't we, of it was really hot in April, May time, wasn't it? You know, so this is about temperature, isn't it?
So you think about it as well, we're on about temperature. It can be 18 degrees in October, but it's deadbait season, the traditional pike season.
But you wouldn't, because it's 18 degrees.
It's low weather, isn't it, that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas I've said that anything above that in summer, I won't fish for them. So
for anyone who's just either got into pike fishing or thinking about getting into it, so watching lots of videos, why would you not dead bait in warmer weather? What is it about dead baiting that needs to be done in colder weather?
Right. What normally happens is a pike in warmer weather, so like your summer, it'll engulf your dead bait, and before you've even seen an indication, it might have had it right down its throat. So what you're going to end up with 9 times out of 10 is a deep hook pike, and if they're new to it and they're not used to it, they might panic a little bit. You know, and you hear all these horror stories about them, like, cut trace, it's got a treble hook halfway down its throat. Predominantly that's going to be a dead fish, so it's a no-no. Do you know, it's all about fish welfare, this, isn't it? It's about looking after them, because we care about them. And we won't, you know, nobody wants a deep hook pike, do they? Nobody wants to put a pike back and then it go belly up and you can't do aught about it. Nobody wants that, least of all the pike. So
absolutely. So what would your best practices around, you know, catching fish, releasing fish? So if it's warmer, would you get them in quicker? You know, not play them as much?
Well, that's why I say about this kit. It's good strong gear. You know, and I can really bully them in. You know, don't mess about with them on bank. If you want a photo, get a quick photo, low over mat like that, and then straight back in.
When you say straight back in, you see some people more, I guess, when they're boat fishing, just like arrow them in, don't they? Or hold it, or...
Well, you can't really do it in river, can you? Because at banking, but you know, I'd hold it, put it in net, or if I can hold it until it starts to kick, and then it'll power off. You know. But what you're on about on boats, I think they call it torpedoing.
That's the one.
And what that does is it forces water through fish's gills, and then gets it kicking and gets it down there. So
going back, we've touched on it briefly, the differences between rivers and still waters. So it seems like they're two different entities, aren't they, when it comes to fishing of what you're going to do. So the rivers are obviously going to get warmer quicker, and each river's different, isn't it? We've got some rivers that we go to that you can see the bottom,
Yeah.
And there's others that you know are really deep, aren't they? And then, like you've said, you've got your big locks in Scotland, the lakes, Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
You know, so those you can fish for longer on those, can't you? Because of the depth of them.
Yeah.
And the sun not
Yeah,
hitting.
but you know, some of your shallow lakes, you know, it's like, I mean, you look at this. It's got a load of flow in it. It's active. It's moving.
Yeah.
Shallow lake, it can be quite stagnant.
Yeah.
You know, I hear other people saying that, and it's like I reiterate, I'm not telling people what to do, but when you talk about, oh, I'm going to go in the morning when it's cooler, what's happened during night is all the weed in the lake or the river or canal or whatever, it's saturated all the oxygen, so the fish move away from it during night.
Yeah.
And then during day it changes and it starts to let off the oxygen.
Yeah.
So that's why you see a lot of carp in weeds, you know,
Yeah.
because they're getting all the oxygen.
Yeah, there's more oxygen around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got, it just so happened that this month's pike lines dropped on my mat because I'm a member at PAC, and there's a bit in it, prevent pike deaths in warmer water conditions. So that's what it is there. There's secretary at club, Dick, and there's some interesting reading in that, you know. It's like let me just see if I can find a bit of it. Warmer water piking. On a more serious note, our campaign is to try and stop pike fishing in warmer water conditions. Has gained momentum nationwide, you know, poster initiative with Angling Direct. So PAC are on board with it, and that guy there, he knows what he's talking about. You know, it's secretary at PAC.
Yeah.
So you've got to listen to him, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know.
And you've just got to use common sense, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know.
If you're not a member at PAC, think about joining them, because you know, they have events, don't they? I went up to Menteith and dead-baited Menteith for pike.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do it if I wasn't a PAC member.
Yeah.
So think about joining them.
Yeah.
You know, because it's all about pike welfare, that bit in there.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else?
I think you've covered all the questions that I wrote down. Is there anything else that you want to cover with it?
Well, all I'd say is, you know, get out there and enjoy your fishing. Be responsible, you know, care for what you're catching, and just have a think about, you know, the conditions and, you know, fishing for pike in summer. Because it's like I say, I'm not trying to tell people what to do. This is just to open a discussion about, you know, summer piking and pike welfare.
Yeah. So a lot of this now is out there for you guys.
Yeah. Drop your comments in. But like I say, you know, if you say, oh, I'm going to go pike fishing when it's 20 degrees, I live in Scotland, it's fine. I live in England, it's up to you. You know, this is, we're only doing this, you know, on a positive note. It's not a negative note.
No.
So.
And this isn't telling anyone what to do or what not to do.
No.
This is about what we do, what we think, and the angle that we're coming from.
It's just the experience that I've gained over years. That's all.
And hopefully,
you know,
to generate a healthy discussion about it.
Yeah. Drop your comments in, what you do, and let us know. And nobody's going to have a go at you.
No.
Not on this channel.
Nah.
Because I tell you, if anybody fancies having a massive argument, it's not happening. Not on this channel. They'll just be the comments. If the nasty comments, they'll be deleted.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
It's a healthy debate.
Yeah.
That's all. A discussion. between like-minded anglers.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's out there.
And meanwhile, although it's August, it's 14 degrees.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're gonna have a bit more of a fish.
Might do, yeah. I might just have a. I've got that on, but because it's a bit coloured, I've got the old spinner, twin blade spinner and all, Christmas tree job. Might give that a go. Or the old chartreuse slayer. If you haven't seen that video, go and watch it. And the one that got away and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got laughed at, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit of fun. Right.
Take care of yourselves.
Yeah. We're going to maybe go do a bit of barbel fishing, eh?
I hope so.
There's other species that you can fish for, you know. Catfish. Love going catfishing. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I love them. So hard fighting. You know, your carp fishing, your barbel fishing, chub fishing.
There's all sorts.
There's all sorts you can do.
All sorts to suit everybody.
But
yeah.
I'm going to go and see if I can catch a pike, because it's cool enough, in my eyes.
So until next time.
Tight lines.